Hey friend, welcome. If we haven't met yet, I'm Jen. This is Layla. She is a boxer, but I am a part-time online clothing reseller, which means I go to thrift stores, I buy used clothes, I list them on eBay and Poshmark, and I sell them hopefully for a profit. I sat down in her space and now she thinks she needs to be right next to me. Come over here and lay down. Good girl. So I recently just went to my favorite thrift store and got some items to resell. I went to two different thrift stores. I already did the other thrift haul from the other thrift store, but I really wasn't intending to go thrifting for reselling, but you know, when I'm out, I decide to look. Anyway, my teenage daughter wanted to go, and so she and I went thrifting. So this was there, and I was like, that's kind of interesting. I didn't really recognize what this was. And then it was new with tags, and so that caught my attention. They had it marked at $4. This thrift store writes directly on the tags when they're new with tags, which drives me crazy. But I was like, blessing beads, that's kind of interesting. And then they had it marked down to $2, and then it has this branding label is actually on the outside, and it's Binsi, B-I-N-S-I. And then I looked at the there's like a website underneath it, and it says birthingbinsi.com. So this is actually a birthing skirt. And so it's something that you can wear when you're in labor and is very comfortable, covers you so you feel more modest and not as exposed, and yet there's snaps, so all you have to do is like rip it off when you're ready to give birth or just ready to get out of the skirt.
Wait, let me see.
In my professional life, I'm actually a birth and postpartum doula, so when I come across, you want to see it? So when I come across things like this, I get a little excited. I am not really sure of the value of this, but I think with a $2 cost of goods, I'm bound to at least make a little bit of money on it.
What is it?
It's a birthing skirt. I just said, did you not hear me? You've been sitting there the whole time.
What does it do?
You wear it when you're in labor. All right, this is a soccer jersey, football jersey, USA soccer. I don't know. It's Nike branded, and it was $3. So I know that like bloat core is a thing right now, and just in general, anytime I've found soccer jerseys or scarves, soccer scarves, I have been able to sell them pretty quickly. All right. This is something I just saw. Lori Tata picked up a dress like this in one of her like thrifting videos. I have comped this before, and I didn't think the comps were very good, but maybe I didn't comp this exact thing, but this is a dress, and it's a very
long.
It's not long, it's short. It's probably mid-length, but it feels like polyester. Ooh, does it have pockets? Yes, it does have pockets. They're sewn shut. That's why I was like, it feels like a pocket, but I can't find anything there. So this is universal standard, and it does say it's a size large, which I think that this is more of a like vanity sizing or yeah, I'm not really sure. Anyway, this is called the V-neck faux wrap dress in a maritime blue. It is new with tags. Again, they wrote on it. So they had it priced at $3, and then they marked it down to $1.50. And I was like, you know what? For $1.50, I'm gonna try it. They had some other items there that were universal standard, and maybe I should have bought them, but I didn't. I spent a total of $27 here. I did buy a couple things for my teenager who went with me, but most of the items I bought for resale. This is a pair of vintage American Eagle patchwork Madras plaid shorts, that's the word. And these are, they're made in India, size 8, like long, more of a Bermuda style. In the past, I've just had a lot of success with this particular pattern, and I do think these are vintage based on just this label, this tag, this print, everything kind of says like late 90s to me. So I'm not perfect when I am, you know, doing like vintage stuff. I'm not an expert by any means, but I think it's kind of fun. All right, this, I don't have any experience with this brand, but it's One World Free something. And this is I'm sitting on my floor, so it's gonna be hard to show you. It's a very, very maxi dress with kind of, again, like a patchwork print. This one is not, like, it's not sewn patchwork, but it definitely has different, kind of a mixed media, you know, different prints on it. Long sleeve maxi, well, I guess it's like a 3/4 sleeve maxi dress and an extra, or it's just a large. Definitely like a jersey knit. So it feels like a thicker t-shirt weight. Probably not cotton. No, it's polyester and spandex. You know, they have very low prices there. So she was talking to me at I think they price their dresses at like $4, but she was talking to me at the register and she's like, yeah, like plain t-shirts are 50 cents and shorts are, you know, $1, or shorts are like 75 cents. I was like, oh my goodness. I mean, you saw the priced up items were $4 and $3. So they're not very expensive there at all. And I realize that not everyone has access to like low cost of goods thrifting like I do. And I do see it as privilege is not really the right word, but it's definitely an advantage for me. All right, this is Soft Surroundings, which doesn't exist anymore. I think it exists. I think it got bought by Coldwater Creek. But I think this is a midi dress, kind of an A-line, so it goes like this. Tank dress, again, t-shirt material. I don't know, just kind of a pink and yellow floral, kind of this medallion look print to it. Again, I don't think this is 100% cotton. Although sometimes, nope, it's cotton and modal. Is it modal or modal? I don't know. Anyway, this one is a large petite. And in my experience, kind of not off, but unique sizes, like petites, longs, talls, bigs. Those sell faster and sometimes for more money. And when I say more money, I mean like $1 or $2. I'm not talking like $1 million. This is so funny because months ago, I bought the matching shorts to this there. So, and they haven't sold. So I'm gonna pull them out and put them together as a match. But this is a little tank top, and then there's shorts that go with it. It's just like a little sleep set, and the brand is Cacique, which is a line from, didn't want to focus. Cacique is a line from Leighton Bryant, which is a plus size brand that I kind of consider like bread and butter. I don't really comp it when I find it, if it's just something that I think I have experience with, or like the larger sizes will sell, or something a little more unique, or I don't know, something with nicer fabrics or like unique patterns, then I'll just grab it. This I don't know about. I maybe shouldn't have bought this, but like I said, super low cost of goods. And look how fun these, here, it might be easier to see on the back. It has all these like art kind of pieces on it, all these women, and it says, yeah, I'm not gonna try and say that. That's something French. Adventures Day Toile, that's how I would say that. Although I think toile has 2 L's, doesn't it? This is cotton and elastane. Meh. Made in Tunisia. Isn't Tunisia an African country? I think it is. I don't know. Anyway, I just thought it was really interesting and different, and I thought that I would give it a go. This I'm not sure about. All right, I saw this, and my teenager was right next to me, and I was like, that has to be like the oldest Athleta tag I've ever seen. And then I was looking at this shirt, and the way this is shaped right here, I'm like, that's Maternity. And I don't know if Athleta makes or made Maternity, but that's what this looks like to me. So I want to do a little bit of digging around on it. I mean, it's old. It's got to be old, but it's got like a, hey bud, let me finish this, please. Yeah, it's got like kind of this yellow blue space dye, which makes it look green. And I was just kind of curious. And like I said, I have a special place in my heart for pregnant mamas. So here we are. This is Sundance, and this is like a gauzy white blouse. It has this tie here, kind of a little bit of a peasant look to it. Definitely has, I don't exactly know what to call these things, but this is
a wavy sleeve.
A wavy sleeve, yeah. Definitely feels gauze-like. Or muslin. Maybe I need to look up the difference between gauze and muslin. It's cotton viscose. I don't know. Sundance is a catalog brand, and I've not really had a lot of success selling it, but I do find it occasionally. I know some people love it. This is another brand I don't have a whole lot of success selling. I do know this is an older tag, but this is Bowden, and this is just like a denim patch pocket kind of A-line shift dress. Very simple, very kind of classic style. I know one thing I get hung up with a lot in Bowden is I put the wrong size, because the very first size is a UK size and then they have the US size. And if I don't think about it and pay attention, then I end up listing the UK size instead of the US size. And let's see, yeah, this is 100% cotton. Just like a lightweight denim. All right, this I thought was really interesting looking. And I have no idea if it's like something I should have bought or not. But this is a little skirt. It has this, I don't know, embossing on it. It has stripes down the side, 3 stripes. Does that give you a hint? And then it zips all the way down the back, and it's Adidas. So it's a very small size, but I was kind of thinking like bloke core when I saw it. I don't know, sometimes this doesn't look old, like it doesn't look vintage or anything to me. But sometimes these unique things, I don't know. It's like an extra small. No, it just says it's a small. It's very little. Anyway. Sometimes I just guess, especially when my cost of goods is low like this, I'm willing to take risks. This is a brand that I don't find very often, and I don't honestly know if it has a good sell-through rate anymore. But again, very small size, little A-line skirt with a cute little floral print on it, kind of almost a ditzy floral, but this is Brandy Melville. I've sold a couple things. Actually, the only time I've ever found Brandy Melville has been at that particular thrift store, which is really interesting. It's in a little town that has a university in it, and it's a teeny tiny little town, and it's their only thrift store. So I would imagine they end up with a lot of like college kids stuff. I don't know. This is a vintage t-shirt. I thought it was kind of fun. San Antonio, very fun. And then it does say 93. Some of the vintage t-shirts with the graphics, it'll actually give the date down here at the bottom. Yeah, kiddo. 90 summer, yeah. So this does have a little bit of I was thinking it was cracking
Chest hair?
in the, no, sister, no. It does have a little bit of cracking. I thought it had a lot, but it's actually like a texture, like a, oh man. In the 90s, we would like bubble paint everything. It almost has that look to it, feel. Anyway, this is on an, is this Oneida tag? I don't know. Actually, I didn't even see if it was made in the US. I kind of assumed it was. It says something, yeah, there it is. Fabric made in the US. Assembled in Mexico. So this actually has a single stitch, and that was why I got it. I thought it was kind of a cool graphic. There are some single stitch vintage t-shirts that will make you a millionaire. I don't know about that, but pretty good. I don't think that's one, but I have sold things like that between like $15 and $25. So I thought it was kind of a fun find. This is a tankini top, and it's by Anthropologie. I get real excited when I find Anthropologie brands. I don't know how much they charge for swim tops, but again, this is kind of a smaller size. It's just a small, yeah, but that by Anthropologie brand seems to sell pretty well. I don't find Anthropologie a lot, but I just thought this was a really kind of fun, like, it's almost like a mod floral look, I think. And this crisscross pattern is super flattering, I think. Anyway, $27 for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 items. So less than $2 an item when it all is said and done. Oh, 16. I forgot about these.
18, 19, 20.
They had a, thank you. They had a ton of Crocs, and most of them were like completely trashed. Like just no tread, just really bad. These need thrown in the wash because they're very dusty. But I find that like Croc sandals, something that's not just like the regular kind of clog style, that those will sell. Okay. No, I think there's like little paint splatters. No, it came off. Okay. It came off. These are a size 8. I would imagine they're women's. That looks like a women's style to me. Anyway, I don't know. Sometimes when I look up Croc styles, I'm really surprised at the sell-through rate. The average sale price is usually higher than I think it should be. The sell-through rate is higher than I think it should be. So it'll be interesting to, you know, go through and after I clean these up a little bit, take pictures and see what they're actually worth. I will be happy if they sell for like $10, but who knows? We'll see. So that's all. I'm curious if you have a favorite thrift store, if you have places that you continually go back to. I know I do. I have 2 favorites and I try to frequent them both. It's been hard to do that this summer, just with travel schedules. Hold on, give me just a second. This particular store is only open on Tuesday nights and Saturday mornings. And so there's, you know, not a lot of choices. And I usually, like during the school year, do my thrifting on Fridays. So that makes it a little more tricky, but just curious if you have a favorite, what makes it your favorite? For me, my reason it's my favorite is 1, low cost of goods. 2, I find things there that I don't usually find. Anthropologie. I have found Cotopaxi there. I found Patagonia. I found Lululemon. Those are brands that I don't normally find in my other local thrift stores. And then the other reason is I just find that when I look back, I sell a large percentage of the items that I find there. So maybe I should have looked that up before I told you that and told you the exact percentage, but I just know I have looked before. It's probably been about a year since I've looked, but I was really surprised at the high percentage of items that actually sell from there. So, did you have a question? Yeah, you like to come up with questions. All right, let me hear it.
So, would you rather?
Would you rather?
We're doing a summer themed.
Summer themed would you rather? I love it.
Would you rather have a cat with no hair?
How is that summer themed? Because it's bald? Okay, cat with no hair or
A dog that's really fluffy.
okay. Really fluffy dog or a cat with no hair? I'm gonna go with the fluffy dog because cat with no hair, I've seen them. They're interesting looking. What about you, kiddo? Really fluffy dog or a cat with no hair? What's your
Really fluffy.
really fluffy dog? What about same for you? Although I'd have to clean all that up. Maybe cat with no hair is a better way to go.
No.
All right. No.
Layla.
We have Layla. I know, but Layla's not really fluffy. She's just an adequate amount of fluffy. All right, thank you so much for joining me. Make sure you like the video if you liked it. Subscribe if you enjoy reseller content. I usually do daily ship with me videos. Thank you. And I share the things that actually sell on a regular basis for a part-time reseller. So, oh, we got a thumbs down from you, huh? All right.
Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs
All right.
up.
Thank you so much. See you soon.